Mother and son were so poor they could barely afford a meal. As they stood on the street, they saw two massive billboards, one featuring the richest man in the country, the other showcasing a famous movie star. The woman turned to her son and asked, "So, who should we go find, your billionaire dad or my Oscar-winning father?" But the boy reminded her, "Grandma said we're not allowed to contact either of them." Despite that, the woman decided to take her son to the CEO's corporate headquarters. But in their tattered clothes, they looked like beggars, drawing everyone's attention. Security guards immediately blocked them at the entrance. "We're here to see your boss," the woman explained. "You don't have an appointment, I'm his wife," the woman said firmly. That made the guards laugh out loud. "Lady, don't make a scene. Take your kid and go, before we really get unfriendly." But the woman stood her ground. "I'm telling you, I am his wife." One guard reached out to push her away, but he picked the wrong woman to mess with. With one swift move, she knocked him to the ground. Chaos erupted. A team of security rushed in, but the woman, clearly no ordinary person, defeated them all by herself. The crowd scattered in fear. The front desk receptionist, panicked, called the CEO's assistant. "There's some kind of terrorist attack happening in the lobby," she cried. Moments later, the assistant arrived with a group of bodyguards. But when he saw it was just a scruffy woman and her kid, he was stunned. "This is the terrorist," he muttered, baffled. "I'm the CEO's wife," the woman said calmly, "and I've brought our son to see his father." The assistant assumed she was just another gold digger. "Our CEO is very disciplined. He wouldn't just have a random kid." That's when the woman realized talking wouldn't work, so she made her point with action, knocking the assistant down in one move. This assistant wasn't just anyone, he was a former martial arts champion, but even he had to admit defeat and bowed his head in respect. He quickly called up to the CEO's office. Meanwhile, the boy was happily munching on free snacks from the company's lounge, his hunger finally being satisfied. Just then, the CEO stormed in, angry and confused. Right behind him was the girl's movie star father. Trying to get the CEO's attention, the little boy tossed a dart toward him. The CEO caught it and then froze. The boy looked just like him. While the CEO stood stunned, the boy piped up, "Let's do a DNA test." Without hesitation, the CEO agreed. When the test results came back, everyone was shocked. The CEO, who had never been publicly linked to any woman, was indeed the boy's biological father. He pulled the woman into his car to talk. After some reminding, the CEO finally remembered. 5 years ago, he had been drugged and manipulated, and had a one-night stand he thought was just a dream. Now he realized it wasn't. And now, seeing how beautiful and bold this woman was, he had an idea: use her to escape the constant pressure from his family to get married. So he agreed to acknowledge the boy, but on one condition: she had to live with them and help raise the child. Secretly, he had already made up his mind. With a ready-made wife and kid, no one could force him into more blind dates. At the next family gathering, the CEO showed up with the woman and their son. The whole family was overjoyed. "This is my wife," he announced proudly. But the woman felt uneasy. She had heard all the rumors. This man was ruthless, dangerous. She tried to pull her hand away, but he held on tightly. That's when she realized she had been played. And sure enough, trouble started the moment she moved into the CEO's mansion. His mother, who had acted so friendly at the dinner, soon revealed her true colors. She tried to give the woman a lump sum to make her leave, but the woman wasn't having it. "You really think I'm that easy to buy off?" she snapped. Furious, the mother slapped her, but she didn't know who she was dealing with. The woman was a trained fighter and effortlessly dodged every move. "You're mocking me," the mother shouted. "Let's see what you've really got." The woman smiled. With pleasure. They started fighting right there in the mansion, and just as things were heating up, the CEO walked in to find his mother lying on the floor. His face darkened. Now it was the woman's turn to figure out how the hell she was going to get out of this one.